Alright. Is this working or not working? Do I accidentally turn it off instead of on? Anyway, let's continue with the third day. There's an eerie atmosphere out there tonight. Oh, Lua's coming. Listening is an art I often take for granted. It's nice when things are communicated properly. Oh, just found out coffee, honey is not a meal replacement. Lucas, please. Quality work counts for a price. You can't ask for $1,000 quality and ask to pay $150. Respect the people you've decided to work with. By the way, does your phone battery suck? I've been using this power bank in the past month. Click the link for info. Oh, was he supposed to have been editing yesterday? Also, you wear glasses? Party drinks, restocking news, schedule due to new regulations, cut off order time, 1 o'clock, shop closes 1:30, delivery from Bellevue. Rachel finished today's practice. Okay. Oh, Mr. Hyde liked it. I suppose Lua will be coming today since she popped out in Friends. I wonder how she's doing with her hubby. Feels like a night for old friendships. Oh, come on, locals, please. And new acquaintances. Speak of the devil? Is anyone there? Oh, is that you, Rachel? Hello, you gave me a start. You're Nico Mimi, right? You're gonna transform any second now? Mew? Or maybe not. Hi Lua. Hey Logos. And hey, a new customer? Meow. Hi Miss Lua. I don't think this is a coffee drinking sort of cat. No, it will appear not. You have a new pet cat then? I'm not quite sure. This is my first time seeing this little one. You? Are you sniffing me, kitty? Do you want cuddles? The cat says no. Alright, no cuddles. Cats. Indeed. I wonder if it's lost, but it doesn't have a collar, so it might be a stray. It's cute though. Would make a nice mascot. Ah, I would think that's up to it, not up to us. Cats. Right. Anyhow, it's been a little while. It has! Last time we saw you was... well, over a week ago, wasn't it? What have you been up to? Honestly? Mostly work as usual. I won't lie, I'm pretty beat. Do you just leave the office? Yes. But in my defense, spent the last hour looking at wedding dresses for Tomodachi. Well, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? It's not unfun. That's a moderately enthusiastic response. How are the wedding preparations going? They're going... might need a drink before I answer that. Certainly look like you could use something warm. Something warm and cozy, yes. Milky and soothing, with just a bit of warm spice. Gonna hit my pillow soon, so something that will help me sleep. And I can see you have snazzy new ingredients. We have blue pea and hibiscus now, indeed. That sounds interesting. I'd like to try hibiscus then, with milk and warm spice, please. Hibiscus, milk, warm spice. Let's see, warm. That would be ginger then. Milk, ginger, hibiscus. I hope this is correct. Oh god. Ito. Apparently it's not quite right one. Cinnamon? Really? But this is warm too, isn't it? Or is it because it's... Oh, she wants something sweet. Oh, that's so cute! Oh yeah, and then the update one was the recipe. Pink spice. Oh. Smooth but spicy, draught, warm and refreshing at the same time. Speaking of which, I have not been checking the stories. If Capella ever falls, earlier Alma. The star is called Capella, the little gold Auriga, the charioteer. She looks up to where I pointed, her neckline a constellation of its own. If the little goat falls off, do you think we will get a wish? She asked between yawns. Well, I don't think that's how falling stars work, but maybe. I wonder if I bore her at times like this late on my balcony, the two of us and the stars. I still don't know much about her. It's scary to get to know someone new, an entirely new sky to discover, where all the celestial objects are yet to form a sign. Where's the brightest star of her night? Which constellation does she display proudly in her north sky? What objects does she hide between the dark clouds? Is there a place for me in her nights? When I ask that, I know I'm avoiding the real question. Is there a place for her in my nights? I still don't know if I'm actually in love with her, or if she's just a slightly above average looking girl who happens to fit my ideal style. Cute girl who's not afraid of wearing her own aesthetic, an unironic, slightly gothic dark academia girl. Exactly my type. I'm still figuring out if I want to show her my own night, to reserve one spot by the northern space for her to shine. Am I ready to love, or was I just lonely and she happened to be there, the empty space beside me? What does she think of me? Do we actually match each other well? Or is that just what Tinder says? There's still so much I don't know about her. And it's scary to think about. Does she like Murakami too? What would she think of me if she knew my playlist is mostly emo songs? How badly was she hurt by her ex-lovers? When does she think we will end? I shiver thinking about it. I hope it's a nice gentle breeze and not my anxiety. She puts her head on my shoulder, signaling me to hold her closer. Maybe it's the night breeze after all. Or perhaps she knows how scared I am to try and let her in. Perhaps she has shown me her galaxies in bits and pieces of her everything. In her goodnight text with those little Japanese smile emoji, the way she speaks to me, the way she puts her head on my chest as if she trusts me already. Maybe while I'm sitting here scared of loving her, she already has a constellation named after me. I look up to where Auriga shines. Her breath feels warm on my chest. I hope I have enough time to learn everything there is to know about her. So one day I'll know every little thing about her until her sky map is etched into my heart. And if Capella ever falls, I hope that maybe I can use my one wish to replace Capella with a star named after her and have her stay there in the margin of my starry night. Now, as one person who read Murakami before quite voraciously, I suppose, I have a hard copy of IQ84 in my cupboard somewhere. Like, it's not like his stories are bad or anything, but it's kind of an acquired taste because it's like sex, jazz, and kind of deep. deep, not in a derogatory way or something, but like, well, philosophy, magical realism kind of thing. It's okay, but it's clear that he writes what he likes. The price of happiness. Ahmad again. The cashier rang me $30 for 2 packs of cigarettes I chose from behind the counter. Should be enough to keep me sane for 4 days if I carefully smoke 10 sticks per day. I lit one as soon as I left the convenience store. 9 cigarettes left for today. I checked my phone as I walked to the cafe I usually do my writing at. Spotify just charged me its monthly fee, $10. Seems that my last rap was 80,000 minutes and more. That was a tenner well spent. I closed the Spotify notification, along with some email notifications about the permanent jobs I was hoping to get. All polite rejections. Freelance for a little bit more, so it seemed. I stopped down my cigarette in the trash can by the cafe's door before brushing the ashes that managed to claim some spots on my discounted flannel shirt. The cafe was completely empty except for the clearly uni students struggling over their assignments. People with proper jobs don't work in the cafe after all. They all worked in tall buildings with ID cards and fancy suits. The kind of people who had their lives figured out with every expense planned well into their 80s. I sat in the smoking area. A cup of $2 iced coffee stood tall beside my laptop. Droplets of condensation playfully racing each other to the table. Some droplets stayed on the brim of the cups, as if planning their way down, finding the smoothest path possible. I cheered for those droplets figuring out their track, not knowing what lies at the bottom of the plastic cup, not knowing if they can even make it there either. And so I began typing. I had to cover this economic research paper by some Nobel Prize winner about the amount of money you need to make per year to achieve optimal living conditions. It's $75,000 per year, by the way. The number, for an immigrant who just started chasing the American dream like me, was sky high. I do pay a fortune for my beat up apartment. The monthly cost for the subway alone is above $100. If I count my yearly expenses, as responsible adults should, they should reach about that amount, if not more. I wondered if that meant I was living optimally. I mean, I sure as hell was not. But I wondered. Perhaps the price of happiness is different for each person. But maybe those Nobel Prize winners didn't count the price of addiction, or depression, or other words society categorized as mental health conditions. Have they accounted for the price of antidepressants and sleeping pills in that 75 grand? There's a cost for some people to be able to sleep and function. I was damn sure it wasn't included in that number. Maybe people born with more scars in their bodies have to pay more to be happy. And to think that happy is such a sadly abstract unit of measure. How do you even measure happiness in numbers? In the amount of possessions one has in their bedroom, the number of children you have, and how their upbringing is facilitated by the digits on your bank account? In how many times you smile in a day? In the last one is how you measure happiness. Do fake smiles count? See? Too many variables and had to present all this bullshit in a 700 words or less article. 700 words or less article that be rewarded with $100 if it got enough clicks. Still hasn't and probably never will. So do you think this number is the right price for your happiness? Let us know in the comment section. Enter my article on that cheerful note, ignoring the irony of the question itself. Just like I ignored my fifth cigarette slowly burning down on the ashtray. Another wasted payment to cover the price of happiness. 5 cigarettes left for today. That person needs therapy if they can afford it. Anyway, the cat has been mewing for attention all this whole while. Let's get back to it. Aw, poor kitty. Did the machine wake you up? Here goes the mascot. Maybe he'll come back later. I bet he will. Cats always have reasons for their actions. Even if they're often rather mysterious ones. That's true. Anyhow, here's your drink, Miss Lua. Ooh, this smells lovely. It also has a lovely color. And it tastes lovely. You could count on you, Logos. You're always a sight for sore taste buds or something. I'm glad you like it. I love it. Right, so the wedding preparations. You and Mr. Bailey's are still getting married, of course? Oh yes, absolutely. After everything we've been through, I'm not about to back down now. Bailey's is still very much my person, with the long ears and all. So none of those pesky cold feet. Sounds like good news. No cold feet, no cold anything. In fact, My stress is running so high. I feel I have steam coming out of my horns. That doesn't sound like good news. Yeah. Such a big thing, you know? Feel like that's all we talk about. But we're not making much progress. We're not further along than we were weeks ago. Do you have different expectations of the day? I don't know. I'm not sure I even know what my expectations are anymore. I look at all these weddings on Tomodachi and they all do this special over the top stuff. I don't have any original ideas like that. What about Mr. Bailey's? He enjoys creative endeavors, doesn't he? He does, but that's another issue. My parents are willing to pay for part of the wedding, and I earn a good living, so I can cover most of it. Bai wants to contribute his share, but he can't really afford it. And as you know, his parents aren't in the picture anymore. You still feel guilty about that? No, I don't think so. If I've learned anything, it's that you need to let the people you love make their own choices. But I am concerned, both about Bai dropping all his savings on this stuff, and about him trying to guess what I want, rather than expressing his own wishes. Sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, trying to make sure everyone's happy. Maybe. But I guess that's unavoidable, right? Hey Neil! Oh hello, Neil? Are you not Neil? Is this the space person you told me about weeks ago? The one who used to come to the cafe? I thought it might be them, but I'm not sure now. They didn't seem to react to my greeting. Besides, the last time we saw Neil, he had changed his name to Silver, and he looked rather more human. I see, this is all very mysterious. Also, did you hear them come in? I didn't, but then I rarely do. They're stealthy. Bartender, what does a girl have to do to get a drink around here? Pour me a stiff one. Beg your pardon? This isn't quite that kind of place. Isn't it? Our research indicates that this is the way one should order a drink. In the place of public consumption. It sounds like your research was based on orc westerns. Is there anything wrong with orc westerns? You rather enjoyed them? No, I guess not. They're just very different from reality. In what ways? That, it would take a very long time to answer that. I guess the better the question is, how are they similar? How are they similar? You did say it was the better question. That's fair enough. I suppose the honest answer is the way people feel emotions is similar. How they're ambitious and have dreams. How they want things and sometimes get jealous of others. But also how they help each other out. And how they fall in love. It sounds like Earthlings have very busy feelings. I guess we do. Are your people very different in that respect? We are. Although we want things too. But it appears Earthlings have at least 94.328% more emotions than we do. How do you distinguish between them all? To be honest, sometimes we don't. Reading others isn't easy, nor is understanding ourselves for that matter. Add some spice to life, I guess. It sounds to us like it would be helpful to have those emotions displayed, especially in movies. Perhaps you could write them at the top of the screen. Cinema from the 1980s would certainly agree with you. But pardon me, you're not Neil, are you? Or Silver? Indeed, we are not. Our name is Amanda. So there are several of you here on Earth. There are great many of us everywhere, including me! Oh, we have a new... No. Oh. Hi, Amanda. Oh, it's kind of cute, actually. Our average density is 3,450.45 per galaxy. But this is not the topic of our present conversation. No, you wanted a drink, didn't you? We do wish to absorb some liquid matter, yes. Similarly to what the Purple Earthling has been doing. The Purple Earthling? That is certainly a description. Is it wrong? Would it be more accurate to describe you as the four appendages Earthling? Do you mean by horns in my ears? Miss Amanda, we usually avoid addressing customers by the number of their appendages. Oh, we apologize. But we cannot address the customer by name as we do not know it. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. That's my bad. I'm Lua. Lua. Lua? Lua. Yes. It has a very pleasing sound. Oh. Well, thank you. We wish to absorb some liquid matter as Lua has been doing. Of course. Do you have any idea as to what kind of liquid matter that might be? Something bright colored and memorable. We want our first string on Earth to be an experience we shall never forget. No pressure, locals. It's quite alright. You were born to rise to this kind of challenge. That's the spirit. Any other ideas, Miss Amanda? We want the taste to be very spicy. We know that some places serve big drinks to bypass with female nominations. Our research has determined the behavior to be undesirable in 99.999% of occurrences. Fortunately, this isn't that kind of place either. Indeed. So you like something vivid and spicy. What it was, say, blue and gingery. We do not know what gingery means, but blue and gingery sounds good to us. So, how about this? Blue lightning. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I can't like decorate it or anything. How unfortunate. Do you have anything that is not back? So here you go. A blue lightning coming right up. So let's see. The best remedy for an upset tummy or a bored mind, pretty color to boot. Ooh. Can I write that down? Oh. Mm-hmm. Blue lightning, upset tummy, or someone with ADD perhaps. VP ginger X2. Oh, let's also note the pink spice as well. Pink spice. Smooth, spicy, warm, refreshing. Hibiscus, milk, and cinnamon. This is vivid indeed. Now let's try it. This is interesting. We heard that we might struggle to experience taste. We can certainly feel the kick of this. Your reputation was well deserved, Logos. And what kind of reputation is that? Sounds like word is getting round. Soon this place will become a hipster den. I should probably start looking for alternative haunts. I hope not. I will miss you a lot, Miss Lua. Besides, isn't that what a hipster does? Go to places only before they become cool? Touché. Guess you'll be stuck with me a while longer. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Miss Amanda, what was that about my reputation? We heard about you from our sibling formerly known as Neil. I see. Sibling, huh? This isn't the future hipster den, this is an alien den. You should consider rebranding as cafe close to encounters. That makes it sound like a rather different type of place. So what brings you here, Amanda? Please define your question. Do you mean here on this planet? That too, but also here in this cafe. We are on this planet on a research and rescue mission. Is there like a search and rescue? Perhaps it is a mission to gather numbers for research, as well as to rescue our sibling. We are in this cafe to wait for them. We made an appointment as is the custom here. They should arrive in 2 minutes 3 seconds and 12 milliseconds. Please pardon the roughness of our estimate. That's more than good enough. You are very kind. Logos has mentioned your sibling a few times, I think. Silver, right? Indeed, we are part of the safe hive mind. A hive mind? That sounds pretty amazing. But doesn't that make appointments less useful? That would have been true some time ago. But Neil, now known as Silver, is becoming more human by the day. Your connection to the hive mind grows tenuous. Oh, that must feel a little lonely. To lose connection to your family when you've been so close. Perhaps. What does it mean to be lonely? It's when you think about other people and they're not here, and that makes you sad. Makes you feel like you have a weight on your chest. Like things that usually feel good to you lose a lot of their appeal. Thank you for your explanation. We think we see. We do not know. Perhaps it is a little lonely. We cannot answer this with more than a 61% certainty. Hi everyone. Hi Amanda. Speaking of the space person, here comes my former regular. I apologize. Haven't been coming by often enough lately. Hi, I'm Lua. Nice to meet you, Lua. I'm Silver. Heard a lot about you. Have you? You probably pictured me in a bigger suit. I guess so, yes. A bit like a sibling here. I understand, but I've been going many changes lately. I let go of the suit. How are you doing anyway? Oh. This all makes me feel truer to who I am now. Wow, trans right Silver, let's go! I also changed my name for the same reason. Have you been waiting long, Amanda? Not unduly. This is a bit awkward. Just a bit. Amanda. Yes? You should know that I have been missing you a lot. What is miss? Is it like being lonely? Yes, it is. When did you learn what lonely is? We have been told that that is the name of the feeling we have when we think about you. That's... I just... bring it in. Bring what? Oh. That is one long hug. So cute. I can hear you, you know. Right. As we were saying, we appreciate your being only 3 milliseconds late. It's good to see you haven't changed. You have. And yet you haven't. Now that you are close, you feel part of the hive again. And your presence is similar to what it always was. It makes me really happy to hear that. You should order a drink as is customary. Then we can proceed with our discussion of the mission. The mission? Oh, didn't logos tell you about that? Not really. Well, the reason I came here in the first place was to find love. You mean to reproduce with the local species? That's another way to put it. I think I remember you putting it in those terms yourself, Silver. I did, yes, but that was a long time ago. I'm going to tell you everything. But first, Amanda is right. I'd like to order a drink. I can taste them properly now, so I enjoy them a lot more. Happy to hear that. What would you like? I like something new and unique. I want to explore all these new sensations. But nothing too strong, please. I don't have the same tolerance as before. Also, I'm in the mood for something a bit sweet and floral. Maybe with a bit of freshness to it? Something new, but not too strong. Sweet, sweet, floral, and refreshing. Maybe blue? Oh, I do love blue. Something sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue then, please. Okay, first blue. Something sweet, so... like this question mark? Oh, that looks so nice. Just a moment. I am referring to a guide now because I don't want to screw up too much. Okay, I got this right. Also, why does this thing not want to work on my phone? Oh well. So, flower bed was... one bright flower bed for the silver person. So, flower bed is... entire garden in the teacup. Flower bed. Blue pea, honey, hint. Blue, floral, refreshing, sweet. The silver also updated. You two are the same. This definitely looks unique. Can't wait to try it. Oh, yum! It's delicious. Drinking through my mouth makes such a difference. To be honest, I never expected to like it this much. Now I can never get enough of it. Drinking through the glove does look uncomfortable. It's a very different experience. Not entirely unpleasant. No, it's nice. It's also nice in its own way, but does not convey taste in the way your mouth does. It's much more about the sensation, which definitely makes it intense. But I'm happy I get to drink Logos creations the way they were intended. As for the mission, yes, the mission. It has run into some difficulties. Difficulties of what nature? Well, the truth is, I still have some trouble finding myself a date. What is a date? It's a step you need to take before coupling up. You meet somewhere, you talk, you get to know the person. Not having a hive connection sounds exhausting. Can be a challenge, to be honest, but another way, it's wonderful. Without the hive connection, when you meet someone, it's always a surprise. They react in ways I didn't expect, in ways I wouldn't, and every time I learn something new. About earthly species? That too, certainly. But mostly about myself. That's definitely what being someone with someone is about. Every time you're honest with the person you love, you get out of your comfort zone and become a better person yourself. That sounds complicated. You need to make further computations to understand. It's different from what we're used to, but it's also pretty great. I mean, sounds to me like you've got it figured out. Surely your date should go well enough? Thank you, you're very kind. So if I say so myself, I think I have made some progress. If I did get a date, I think it'll go better than before. What's the problem then? Well, thing is, Seattle's a very big city, even by our standards. Everyone is busy running around. People aren't very trusting, not like in romantic movies. You can't just ask someone on the street to go on a date with you. Sounds like you tried. Yes, I tried several times. I even stood in a plaza for a few hours with a "Date Me" placard around my neck. That is not an optimal strategy, yes, I've realized that since. People mostly seemed a little scared. I hear most people meet their partners at work. Is that something you would try? Maybe later on, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm afraid my work doesn't attract the right sort. I didn't know you found a job, Silver. Yes, I did a few months ago. Decided to open a cafe. Really? Does that mean logos is competition? Not at all, I would never want that. Rather feels like a small way to start a family tradition. Interesting. Anyway, after I tried all that, I was running out of ideas, so I decided to reinstall Lonely Hearts, like I did when I just arrived here. Online dating does sound like a reasonable solution. I thought so too. But the amount of dates I've gotten since I downloaded it is... based on the surrounding parameters, we will guess absolute zero. That is accurate. Oh no. Do you know why? If I'm being honest, I think I have an idea, but it might sound strange coming from me. The online dating process feels a little... no, it feels a lot alien. Please expand your explanation. Do you mean it lacks earthly species? Oh no, it has earthlings in all shapes and forms. But it feels impossible to connect to them. I was much more successful at it when I first tried months ago. But now it's a little like how my connection to the hive mind has been recently. I'm a part of it to some extent. I feel like if I can just reach out to it, I'll find understanding. But then I do reach out. And I only find silence. That's pretty sad. I'm sorry, I'm making everyone gloomy now. No, don't worry about that at all. I'm just wondering if I've got friends I can set you up with. But they all have partners. You're very kind, Lua. I'll find some sort of way eventually. It's pretty important that I do. It's an existential issue for some people. We will help. I don't know. I really appreciate your offer, Amanda, but even after spending years here, I still struggle with it all. When I first arrived, it was hard for me to even hold a conversation. Now, I think I can read people a little better, but still... You are not looking for conversation yet, are you? You wish to connect to a hive mind, and you found it easier when you first arrived. Is that not what you said? Yes, that's true, but we are a hive mind, and we have just arrived here. We will help. It does sound reasonable. I suppose social media can be a bit like a hive mind sometimes. And there's no harm in trying, right? Well, then I guess that's settled. I'll show you how the app works when we leave here, Amanda. We are prepared. We will gather intelligence and draw conclusions. With your high powers and your human knowledge, based on your previous experience and your new skills, we will estimate our odds of success at 100%. I like your confidence. Amanda was always a force of nature. We do not know what that means, but it sounds complimentary. We are pleased. As for... Wait! What is... We have to go now. But... What happened? Ugh. I'll explain everything later. Sorry, locals, Noah. See you soon, I hope. Okay. No time, let's go! But that was odd. Yes, it was a rather sudden departure. Hope they're gonna be alright. Good evening. Evening, Mr. Agent. You two know each other? The agent here has been asking about our customers in the past. I trust tonight he's come for a late night coffee? Sadly no, I'm here on official business. Sounds serious? It is very serious, Miss Lua. Miss Lua and Logos. You know why I'm here, don't you? Well, if it's not for coffee, honestly, I'm at a loss. Is that how you want to play it? What about you, Miss Lua? Want to make an educated guess? An educated guess. Well, I swear I filed my tax returns months ago. I did buy it at the same time, so that can't be it. I have no clue. You two. Do you take me for a fool? You would never. Let me make myself clear then. Have there been alien sightings at this cafe recently? Alien sightings? Sorry, but that sounds kind of far-fetched. Think again, both of you. Think carefully. If I were you, I wouldn't tell any lies. This is getting old. We didn't do anything wrong. We don't even answer any of your questions. Actually nothing. I know my rights. You have no jurisdiction to come here and act like a big shot. I've never seen anyone in this cafe who doesn't belong here. So I suggest you take your suspicions elsewhere and leave this place and Logos alone. Your investigation means nothing to us. I can feel myself getting angry, Mr. Agent, and trust me. You do not want to see me angry. Hey, don't you dare put your hands on me. I did no such thing. Not yet, at least. Very well. I'll go for now. But this isn't over. I won't stand by quietly while aliens invade Seattle. Suit yourself. You'll only be wasting your time. I'll be the judge of that. Good night to you. Lua, that was impressive. Well, I may be on the quieter side, but I'm still a succubus. I'm glad you're my friend and not my enemy. Truth be told, I don't like to antagonize people, but I guess sometimes it can't be helped. Yes. I wonder what that guy was really after. He's an alien immigration agent. He's been after Silver for a while now. Back when Silver was called Neil and looked like Amanda. That doesn't make me like him anymore. Came very close to clipping him his smug face, to be honest. But even if I didn't touch him in the end, despite what he thought. No, indeed, you didn't touch him. What do you mean? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone would lose it. Well, the agent had this on him and now he doesn't anymore. Naughty logo, so didn't think you had it in you. It certainly is an interesting looking ID card. Sure, someone creative could find some good uses for it. My sentiments exactly. Yeah. I guess you have some time to consider what to do with it. And who to pass it on to. Indeed. Anyway, that shook me more than I'd like to admit. So sorry. It's not really your fault. But I'm going to go and spend some time with my fiance now. Which will be all of 30 seconds. Before I start snoring on his shoulder. It sounds pretty good. Say hello to him from me. Will do? This agent looks like it's gonna be trouble. But tomorrow's another day. Day 3 is also somewhat short. And it's still raining. Atlantic countries to sign multi-billion-dollar deal for education system improvement. What returning to the office means for Nekomimis. Woodpecker almost pecks through whole utility pole, strong beak. Well, that also is my cue to just stop for now so that I don't make myself hoarse reading out everything. So, once again, see you next time. Or, not sure, maybe I'll play something else after this, after a break. See you then. Did the camera stop here? Well, anyways. Later.